What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Bulls related. On today's episode, we'll be talking about an update to Patrick Williams, who finally has his return date officially set. And then on top of that, we'll also be talking and doing some speculation about what exactly is going on with Lonzo Ball's injury. We'll get into all that and more right after this. All right, Bulls fans. So if you guys follow the news like I do by now, I'm sure you have seen that Patrick Williams is officially returning tomorrow against the Raptors. Now, this is something that we've been speculating about for a while, about when Patrick Williams' return was going to be. I did say, if you guys remember, I did say that, hey, I don't expect Patrick Williams, once he was cleared for contact, I expected it to be just a few practices before he was going to go ahead and be brought back to the game. That's what this Bulls team has shown with almost every injury that we have. Once somebody's cleared for return to full practice, they usually come back to actual games very shortly after that. So Patrick Williams falls in line with that. We'll have him back Monday. Now, Billy Donovan has already said that Patrick Williams, upon his return, will be coming off the bench. They're not going to throw him right back into the starting lineup. But I will say this: I know it was a snippet of his practice with the Windy City Bulls, and I know that that's not the level of competition he's going to face in the NBA. But one thing that it did look like with Patrick Williams, looks like he was trusting his body. He wasn't moving hesitant out there. Looked like he was being aggressive. Now, we do need to see those things translate over into the NBA side of things. But at least from what we've seen so far about, the physicality of Patrick Williams, it looks like there's no fear there. And that's going to be key in his return and what he's able to give us. I've already said, and, a lot of Bulls content creators have said the same thing. If you're expecting a huge output offensively from Patrick Williams upon his return, I don't think that's going to happen. I think key thing is him and what he brings defensively, but he will have to knock down open shots. And, shout out to Ricky Fontaine, who held down the live stream after the Phoenix Suns game, who did point out the fact that a lot of times Javonte Green's man is cheating off of him and going to double on DeMar DeRozan because they leave Javonte out there open. If Patrick Williams gets those same shots, Patrick is going to have to take those confidently and hit those corner threes. And if he can do that on top of defending well, that is really what we need from him. If he throws in anything else with that offensively, if they decide to use him a little bit more creatively offensively, that's just icing on top of the cake. Like I said, I wouldn't really expect that upon this return, but hey, where do things have happened? But as of right now, it's time to get excited again to a degree, right? We don't want to, everything isn't going to be fixed with the return of Patrick Williams. Let's be very clear on that. That does not fix the things that we see going on with this team and the things that have been wrong with this team. But hopefully, Patrick Williams coming back definitely helps aid, especially the ailing Bulls defense that has not been playing well consistently. What Patrick Williams can go out there and do, especially guarding people on the perimeter, we still need to see how he adjusts to guarding fours. But all that being said, this is a very good sign and something that the Bulls need. Maybe an influx of little energy helps them as well. And we'll see what Patrick Williams, how much he plays on Monday, the extent of how he looks out there as well when he comes back. Let me know down below, what are some of the expectations, if any, that you have for Patrick Williams? What do you think his minutes load is going to be in his first game back? And how long? That'll be the question that we have. Let's leave it down below. How many games until Patrick Williams is back in the starting lineup? How many games do you think it's going to take before we see Patrick Williams back in the starting lineup? Now, one other thing that I want to talk about before we go today, which is a Sunday episode, I don't usually do Sunday episodes, is Lonzo Ball's injury. I said before in the live stream, don't be surprised if we get an update on Lonzo Ball's injury on Monday. And, I didn't say it was going to be a positive one. Billy Donovan saying that Lonzo's not responding well to rehab. We know he still has that bone bruise. Lonzo Ball has had this same surgery before. And I believe he missed the rest of that season as well. And that injury happened earlier in the season. So I think and I don't mean to cause alarm or anything like that, but I think we need to start preparing for ourselves for the future that Lonzo Ball may not be here even by the playoffs. We may have to finish this season out without Lonzo Ball. Now, again, I'm not a doctor. I don't have any sources from the Bulls medical staff. So this can all be gone away. Like, we can literally get an announcement say, hey, no, Lonzo's, he's responding a little bit better. We're gearing him up for full contact or whatever else. But as of right now, maybe it's the pessimist in me. Maybe I just don't want my expectations to get dashed or anything. But I really think that at some point soon, we are going to get an announcement that Lonzo Ball will miss the rest of this season. Now, what that means for this team, again, like I've always said to you guys, especially the last few weeks, this is not the last season. This Bulls team was built not just for this season, and we've already seen this Bulls team needs to do and fix some things to be true competitors. So, competitors, contenders is the word that I'm looking for. Jesus Christ. See, this is why I don't record videos on Sundays. But with that being said, If Lonzo does not return this season, is it a wasted season? No. Is it the end of the world? No. Even though some Bulls fans are going to feel that way, especially Lonzo Ball and Ball family fans who really have come to this team for Lonzo Ball. But with that being said, Io has played well. He's played better in some games, worse than others. Maybe they end up starting Alex Caruso by the time the playoffs if they officially know that Lonzo is going to come back. We'll see what happens with this. Let me know what you think the Bulls should do. If Lonzo Ball ends up not returning this season, do you think they should keep riding out Io? Do you think they should let him be the starting point guard in the playoffs and see what he can give us and him to learn as well? Would you like to see Alex Caruso inserted in? And one thing that I will say is that I do hope if what I'm expecting to happen, right, or what I'm thinking this may go with Lonzo missing the rest of the season, I really want to see them trust Io a little bit more to run the offense. Now, they don't even do that for Lonzo, so it's unlikely that it's going to happen, but I really would like to see that a little bit more. I think that can add some wrinkles into this offense to make it a little less predictable, but all that remains being seen, and hopefully I'm completely wrong by this. I really hesitated if I wanted to talk about this on this video because I'm one of those people that, you guys know, the integrity of this channel means a lot, and I like to always label things speculation. This is very much speculation on my part. This is just me kind of looking at what's been released so far and commented on so far and really coming up with the thing that I do think that it's a high chance that we do not see Lonzo Ball again this season. And I hope that I'm wrong. This is one of the times where I hope that I'm proven wrong. I hope that something comes out over the course of this week where they are preparing him to return to contact practice and maybe be back by the playoffs. But at the end of the day, it's all about health. That is the one thing that I've been saying. It's about getting everybody back healthy. That's regardless if it's going to take this season or whatever else. At the off season, we want everybody to be healthy. For us to be anything more than what we have been, we need everyone back healthy or the closest form to it. And so the long-term health of Lonzo Ball is more important than just this season again, because this is not the last season. This is not it. If you didn't watch my State of the Chicago Bulls before the Phoenix game, go back and watch that because I'm echoing a lot of the things there. This is not the last season. So even if Lonzo Ball does not return, it kind of is what it is. But let me know down below what you guys think. Do you think Lonzo is going to return this season? Are you kind of like me? Maybe it's the pessimism. Maybe it's the Bulls fan PTSD that I talk about we have as a fandom all the time. We do have PTSD, but as of right now, I am concerned if he's going to return. I'm also happy that Patrick Williams is returning. I just can't wait. I can't wait to see Patrick Williams out on the court and be able to do his things, stuff like that. But that's it for me on this Sunday's episode of Chicago Bull Central. Make sure you're following the podcast at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave us a voicemail, you can do so at 773-270-2799. And also, shout out to Ricky Fontaine for holding down the live chat in my absence and doing a great stream. We went for 2.5 hours. He gave you guys some great content. Make sure you go and check it out. Support Ricky. You'll be seeing him around here a little bit more. We got some things in the works, but thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, because there's been a couple people in the comments that said I show up in their algorithm so much they thought they were subscribed. Make sure you click the subscribe button, and if you want to, click the notification button so when I do my random lives, you know about that as well. But that's it for me for today. Make sure you see red, don't be red. Go Bulls. Love you guys. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.